I'm the best there is at what I do. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Wolverine, the best there is. Originally released in a secret lair, now in Arena through a bonus sheet, Wolverine, best there is, has Regenerate and grows if you end up dealing damage with him to another creature during a turn. On top of that, all damage he does is doubled. It's almost like he has more power, only he doesn't. He just deals double damage, which is perfect for fight spells. This deck is fightin', it's bitin', and it's doing gruel aggro things on top of it all. And because Wolverine gets +1/+1 counters, there's a little bit of scales that's sprinkled in as well. Things that are getting us additional +1/+1 counters or doubling them, so we can deal more damage and take down our opponents. This deck is running a lot of fight spells, which is very unusual for Brawl outside of maybe a Legolas deck, because, well, it works the best with Wolverine. But you can also play Wolverine a little bit more traditionally, keeping him as just a creature with Regenerate so you can repeatedly attack in at your opponent, force them to block, because otherwise they're going to take a lot of damage. And the best way to force damage through with Wolverine isn't just fights, it's trample. He naturally doesn't have it, but cards like Monstrous Rage, Audacity, and even some bigger spells are able to give him a huge overrun, and when that damage is doubled, our opponents are done for. So let's take Wolverine into the queue and see if he really is the best there is. Michelangelo, weirdness to 11. It's hardened scales in the command zone. Hey, just like you, but you're not a commander. I have that card in my library, and I wanted some turn 1 ramp. There it is. This is a little slow. The only thing I'm able to play on turn 2 is Wolverine, but hey, there are worse things out there. I have 2 different potential fight spells, fighty spells. I would rather have the Bridgeworks battle against scales, because I'll need to get big. Oh, good. I got a different land. Nice. Land, I guess mutant, sure. I could even name Ape, because I have a monkey here. Now let's see if the mono green can kill Wolverine. They could also have fight spells. Or they could just play Mikey. Mikey makes a mutagen, and now this mutagen will put 2 counters. Or just Iron Apprentice will enter with 2 counters. If this dies, they'll also get to move 2 counters. I could Minsk and Boo here. But I know what I want. I want to be the best there is. Which involves, fighting Mikey. I could have also, played that fight spell as a land and gone for Kogla that turn, since Exploration is a silly card. But this way I get to leave up Regeneration! Chunk! Make my Wolverine grow! Yeah, he's a nasty blocker, too. I wanted to swing in there, though, because the double damage is just so good. Oh, no, speaking of doubling, Ouroboros, gonna put a lot of counters on everyone here. Not swinging. Okay. I am going to swing first. Ask questions later. Now, I'm going to swing first and then Kogla the Ouroboros, because if they block here, like, we're holding the regeneration, but, like, I don't actually have to kill that. Yeah, that just moves 3 counters, and I'd still be able to kill you. Yeah, I'd still be able to kill it. Had to double check the math, because they don't have Mikey out. A 5/7 dies to a 7/6. No more Ouroboros. I've got enough mana for Mikey again. Champion of Lambholt gonna make it harder for me to block. Yeah, Wolverine could just kind of keep blocking if he's big enough. I could... Yeah, I can Minsk and Boo. And then I'm gonna throw the hamster at the champion. Yeah! And destroy your mutagen. And surveil. Oh, we can do it all. Oh, I'll put that in the graveyard because I can bring it out of the graveyard. You monster. Go for the eyes, Boo. Michelangelo. Make some mutagen. If they'd like to, they can kill Minsk and Boo. But it'll leave them pretty open to a hasty hit. Gonna make Mikey a 3/3. Much better at blocking Wolverine. Except for the whole double damage part. Arena of Glory. Gotta go fast. And swinging in. Putting the regeneration shield on. And we still win that battle. Turns out healing factors are good. In fact, let's make sure we're holding it up. Yeah, this deck is also like in this game, this was on the back of Exploration. This card is so silly. It shouldn't be in this format, but if it is, you should put it in your green decks. Two counters. They gave this the ability to tap for green mana. Nope. I can still regenerate. You're learning in real time what regeneration does. It wins me the fight. Or you just want to show me that you had it. GG, Mikey. You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Ragost is a food. Or, well, I should say, he's an artifacts commander. And he's gonna be cooking up some damage by sacrificing those foods and burning me in the face. I like that my opponent's name is a cynical grandpa. Grandpa, why? Grandpa, no. I feel like there's a lot of removal they could just, like, destroy Wolverine with. So I'll just start with Scythe Cat Cub. Boop. Make my kitty grow. Yeah, they have Swords to Plowshares, Get Lost, Lightning Bolts. And anything that doesn't destroy, I can't stop with Regenerate. But a lot of the removal I should be able to prevent. Oh, nice. Mox Opal. And pain for all! Next turn, I'm bringing out Wolverine. This turn, I'm just going to deal 1 damage to their face. And I am going to destroy their Signet. So somebody's asking, why am I playing in the midweek Magic queue instead of the regular Brawl queue? I'm getting way better variety of cards. Like, Ragost? When's the last time I saw Ragost? It was probably when I made Ragost. I love that. Especially because, like, I'm not going to say Wolverine's bad. He's not. This is a good card. But, like, it's not, I don't know, like a super strong, overpowered card or anything. It's not, you know, oodles of Katara's playing counter spells and Nashi's recurring things. I have not seen a single Ajani in this queue. Not a single one. I think I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. I was playing the Wizard from this set from Marvel. It's a 4-mana 3/3. It has First Strike and Haste. And it matched into a Johnny. Ah, it's a shame. They didn't get to go cooking. It's the Incredible Hulk. And also Bruce Banner. he turns into the Incredible Hulk. If the Incredible Hulk is dealt damage, he is going to be getting a counter. And if he's dealt damage during combat, he takes an additional combat, which does lean into an infinite combo because yes, the Hulk can just keep swinging. There are ways to deal 1 damage to him each combat using a couple different methods. So you can go in and in and in. You better kill him all at once or you are not going to get to do anything. Bushwhack. Already have a fight spell in hand. I have ram through. And I have a way to give trample. Oh, Tiger Cat, thank you for gifting a sub to Tanatosion, and Fatman, thank you for the 2-month resub. When do I think that we're gonna get the rest of the X-Men as cards? I think we're probably going to get the rest of X-Men as cards and characters. Probably just when we get a Mutants set. So there's been a lot of speculation on what kind of sets we're going to get in the future. And I think we're going to get Marvel Mystics, Marvel Cosmic, and Marvel Mutants, or something along those lines. I was really hoping we were just going to get 3 total sets. But we are definitely not just getting 3 total sets because, I mean, this set was like 3 sets in one. I don't want to play Wolverine until I'm able to either protect him or use him to fight or something. Heuristic Study? I don't think I want to pay the 1, but I do want to keep this land. Too bad. You can have another land. I'm not paying the 1 on Heuristic Study. Yeah, the backside of Incredible Hulk reminds me a lot of Ansrag, where there's just a bunch of ways that you can force your opponent into just, hey, you're gonna die here. I could go Renin 6 into Hexing Squelcher, or I could just do Wary Zone Guard, maybe Audacity. I'm gonna go Renin 6 while they're tapped out of blue. I'll plus. Grab the fetch because I have Bristly Bill. Oh, Little Elsie, thank you for the sub. I mean, Wolverine versus Hulk is very much a comic super fight. I think it's even depicted on a card. And we were talking about this during the set review, like, when that happens, when Wolverine is fighting the Hulk, who wins? And the answer is whoever gives up first, and I think it's usually the Incredible Hulk just walks away. Alright, so they used World War Hulk to cast the Incredible Hulk. I'm gonna grab that land again, same fetch land. I'm trying to think if I have a way to do this with Wolverine instead. If I can make him big enough. Yeah, I can. Hey, I want to use my commander. I could do this with Bristly Bill as well, but it's so much cooler if I use Wolverine. His Enrage doesn't work because he's dead. Vivian, thank you for the sub. Oh, we have a little sub train going on. No wonder. Yeah. An iconic moment. Except, I mean, Wolverine just kind of ran through the Hulk there. And now Wolverine will get an extra counter on him because he got to deal damage. Yeah, the other way I could have done that was using Audacity on Bristly Bill to make him big enough and still using the ram through. It would have been more damage to their face, but like, I have Wolverine. I gotta use Wolverine. Bruce Banner in play. Bruce Banner, who notably dies to a Ren in 6. They're using firebending lessons to kill the hexing Squelcher. Makes me wonder if they have another piece of removal, like a bounce spell they want to use. Bruce Banner wasn't ready to fight a tree. A cactus? He was not. I guess, yeah, tree and a dryad. Boop! And we'll swing in for Lethal. GG, Bruce. Superior Spider-Man! That's Cavero. Okay, well now he's just Superior Spider-Man. This is a reanimation commander. I do have Ren and 6 to give me some card advantage. Domri, Minsky, and Boot. Wait, those are all 3 of my Planeswalkers. Okay, sure. I'll play all 3 of my Planeswalkers. They are likely to tutor things into their graveyard so they can kill me with combos from beyond. Superior Spider-Man can also just turn into good cards that you happen to get in the grave. I think that, in general, this is one of the strongest reanimator cards because it's not truly reanimating, but it's reanimating well enough. And it's backed by Dimir, meaning you get blue for counter spells, bounce spells, and black for that entomb and removal, discards, and everything else. I see 2 blue mana here. Now I'd love to get more value out of Ren, but I think it's better to go Mutant. And I will play Wolverine! Best there is! He's the best, it says so right there. I'll return nothing to my hand. Fairy Mastermind. Sure. If I draw additional cards, they too will draw cards. I don't have that much card draw in this deck. I'm sure you guys have noticed this at this point, but I'm a Wolverine deck. Now you could put things like Naeth in this deck. I actually took her out of my deck so you can draw off fights. But I don't know. I want Wolverine fighting his way. Only hamster-based card draw. Yeah, I have hamster-based card draw. You're so right. All right, so I'll use the -1 to kill the Fairy Mastermind. They could technically bring it back as a 4/4 or make an Ancient Silver Dragon. That could be cool. It could be. I will ask a hard-hitting question. Actually, wait. I'm going to Prismatic Vista. Get a green source. Tap this, that, and you. For Domri, I'm going to plus, play a Llanowar Elf, and then I'm going to ask a hard-hitting question. And the hard-hitting question is, who are you going to reanimate? Yeah, I'm increasing my storm count for fun. No, I'm just trying to get more stuff in play. This can help prevent counter spells. Ren and 6 is just value. Minsk and Boo is here. Xenagos. Make big Wolverine. Oh, do they not have another land? Wait. You have a kill spell? Wolverine is currently mutant healing factor down. No, they're going for Ancient Silver Dragon. Okay, so I could kill that. Or I could just force them to block. Ooh. I like forcing them to block. Xenagos, make Wolverine deal 16 damage. Ah. They're either giving up or they don't realize. GG, Superior Spider-Man. Daredevil, man without fear. Man without vision, too, but he can kind of see. He's got, like, pseudo-vision. This is actually going to be kind of fun, because they are going to be playing heroes. Like this one. Those are new cards. We like seeing new cards. I like seeing new cards. This is there's a Daredevil that reflects damage, too. This is Daredevil that gives you card advantage, and if the card advantage happens to be a hero, you get more power. It's a really good, like, just Boros beats. And they already got 2. This is, like, honestly, probably the best start. This is one of the best 1-drop heroes. This is a 2-drop hero that buffs all heroes. Here's the 3-drop hero, Black Panther, most dangerous. I'm so glad to see other people brewing with these cards. Phil Coulson, choosing not to swing. Just buffing these up. I would have the world's babiest Pyrogoyf. I have nothing in the graveyard yet. I think Wolverine is my pick here. And I'm gonna fight Phil Coulson so he cannot buff these up anymore. What does this one do? Whenever he's dealt damage... Oh my god, it's a damage reflector! So there's a Daredevil that reflects damage and a Black Panther that reflects damage. Look at that. The surveillance room. Oh, they won't be playing Daredevil then. Yeah, it's cool. I guess white is getting more damage reflection. Typically, it's been like a red-white thing, but damage prevention has been a white thing. Hulk smash! Hey, I have that in this deck. That's gonna be hard for me to deal with this. It's like a screaming nemesis. Okay, I guess I'll block Maria Hill if they have a buff for her. Oh no, that's not gonna work! No! He has a healing factor! If damage is dealt to him and it's not killing him all at once, he lives. It's comic book rules. Alright, I'm gonna play women. Go, women. And I'm not gonna be able to block Black Panther, so I'm swinging in instead. Yes, the She-Hulk also reflects damage. The flipped Jessica Walters one, I think. Jennifer Walters? I know words. Alright, so Dave Devil and Black Panther going in here. Get him, Dave. With the pants to pounce. That's okay. I understand completely, like, how that goof happened, because this is a very weird ability. So is Regenerate, but this is weirder. Paint to pounce. He's doing a little jump. I need lands. I guess I could make... This would be the biggest creature. This would also be pretty good. I could technically go for hard-hitting question and then protect myself from whatever they... Yeah, I think this is the right move. I am going to deal damage to Black Panther. And then... Who do you try to hit? If they just hit my face, like, cool. That's gonna be the most aggressive move. I'm kind of hoping they go for Helena and Elena, because then I can Snakeskin Veil. Sweet. Snakeskin Veil gives her another counter, which means we can give more counters to this Goblini. And, I think I'm better defending than attacking here, so I will just defend. What is this? Oh, it's a clue, right, from the Panther Pounce. Yeah, there's a new, according to Ian, who works at Wizards, there's a new section in a comprehensive rulebook about healing. They're gonna web up Wolverine Fierce Fighter, my infinite blocker, and then they can swing in here, but Goblin and Archomancer is just gonna eat that up unless they have a hero on top of their deck. Also, bless up a Narcomancer. You're the only one that has let me stay in this. A land. That means 2 lands. Mythweaver Pock. Double it up. Sheesh. I am at 9, but I'm going to swing in with the 8-8 with haste. I assume the Winter Soldier's stepping in. No, they're just going to take the hit, because if they can get lethal, they're going to go for it. Fogwell's Gym. Oh. I don't know this card. Neat. Yeah, I think we can, haste Kogla, free this, swing in for, if not lethal, approximately lethal. Oh, and also Wolverine can get haste off Lana and Elena and come in too. Yay! Narset, Enlightened Master, swings in, casts spells for free, and is oftentimes backed up by extra turns, board wipes, and some very strong planeswalkers. This hand, I don't have anything on turn 1, but I do have some nice value. Scythecat, Succub, Jarsel, who I guess could bring back Tyvar's Stand. Yeah, this Narset does have First Strike and Hexproof, so I won't be able to fight her unless I get, like, Shadow Spear. But I could still run over her. You gonna kill my cat? Don't do that, that's rude. Tapped Emeria. Oh, other Wolverine! Oh, all my fight-related cards are so sad here. A stern dismissal. You want to bounce my kitty cat. Well, I want to hit you in the face with my kitty cat. Lets them tap their legends for mana. Yeah, good luck dismissing a cat. You know the cat came back the very next day. So they still have 1 mana of any color up because they did play Ragavan. Good old Ragavan. Ragavan, who is going to fight Wolverine. Not this one, the other one. Wolverine, why do you want to fight my own creatures? This is the Wolverine that people hate how he's phrased. Pretty much, if he would take non-lethal damage, he doesn't, just gets healed up. That's how it works. If he has 4 damage marked on him, and you try to deal 1 damage to him, he heals the first 4 and he takes 1. I think Wolverine beating up Ragavan is an epic fight. Or Monkey. Dramatic Lantern. Lots of it. They could play Narset next turn. I'll play Wolverine. Best there is. And hold up that regeneration. They could have a farewell. They could have all sorts of things that would, you know, get through this regeneration shield, but the typical board wipes aren't gonna do it. An extra turn, Alrund's Epiphany. 2 birds sitting in the way. Followed by Narset, but she doesn't have haste. And that's not enough to stop the Scythecat Cub damage. I kind of want to kill them with Minsk and Boo. There are some free spells that could get through here. But like, imagine. Yeah, everyone in! I was trying to decide between, do I attack with Boo or do I throw Wolverine at their face? Because throwing Wolverine at their face would be funny. Anina, Natural Parallelist, is going to generate random creatures. Now, I do have some really great cards in his hand, but I'm not doing anything until turn 3, so I'm going to throw this back. Ooh, okay. I got still not really anything I'm doing that actively until turn 3, but I like Hardened Bonds. Okay, there we go. Hardened Bonds, and I got Hexing Squelcher. I have to decide if I am trying to play all of these on curve, though. Because I have one land that's going to come in tapped. Yeah, the Hardened Bonds is not as important until I get my, like, Helena and Elena or another +1/+1 counter source into play. Hexing Squelcher. They probably have a few X cost counter spells. With Anina, you just want to run a ton of spells that have X in them. Some of them are, you know, counter spells. Some are ramp spells, bounce spells. Some of them are Hydras. Like that one! A Voracious Hydra that can kill the Squelcher. Oh my god, they randomly generated, of all the cards in Arena that cost 2, something that cares about X cost spells. Congratulations, Anina. That's a strong move there. It's a strong move. I may be in trouble. It's all about what they get now, but now Arthropod's going to give them card advantage where they didn't have it before. World Weave is, yeah, it's a silly card. But it might help me build up enough in this battlefield to hold on. Ah, they have enough mana to do X = 7 because Anina taps for 2. So they get to copy all these, put one into play. They generated a Mossbeard Ancient, so they gained 5 life, and now they have a 7/7. And now they also have World Weave. Me in danger? A little bit. Discard a bunch of stuff so I can Pyrogoyf your Anina, I guess. They have squelched the Squelcher. They have another Anina, Arthropod, all of these. But it means they'll have less to spend on X. Kind of surprised they didn't copy Voracious Hydra to have another X cost spell in hand, but you know, they have all these other cards in hand too. Anina is pure value, yeah. I feel like Anina, I really do think her design is fun, but I don't think she should tap for 2. Let her tap for just 1. Loadsy lands, loads of mana. And we're taking 7. Damn. Sorry, Wolverine, it's not your time. Hardened Bonds. I'll name human or mutant or one of these. He does not count as a human. He's a mutant. We're gonna grow the Pyrogoyf, which triggers Hardened Bonds, which might get me a creature I can play. It didn't. Ice Till, though. I think that some of the digital-only cards are very silly in their design. And, like, hey, they're digital-only. You could rebalance them to be a little less powerful. But they don't. They don't. Yeah, it's so funny because, like, you have to compare that to the Zimone that was in the Commander set, where you have to, like, build up the X value. Like, doesn't do that much the first time you cast anything. Alright, so they're going Silk Guard to put counters on all their creatures. All their creatures also get hexproof. I considered Silk Guard for this deck. It's a good way to protect. Okay, I don't know if this is lethal. The damage is so spread out. It's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Another 8 there. Yeah, I think it's just gonna kill me. In part because Trample! They also got a Grizzlebrand, but, like, they don't need no Grizzlebrand. I'm not dead yet! Ha-ha! I mean, I'm not doing that much, but still. Ice still doesn't do that much for me here. Do you look? No. You gonna subtlety it? Force of negation? Force of will. Whatever, that one. Rip. I know. Oh, there's Brisley Bell. Yeah, let's see what I get. Boom, a Hobbit. Nah, I got nothing. I'll kill myself off the Bloodstained Mire. I said I'll kill myself. It's not letting me have priority. Please let me kill myself. Please. 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 Yeah, World Weave is also a stupid card. Speaking of alchemy cards that should cost 4 mana. I'm clicking. Clicking my help. Yeah! Koth, Fire of Resistance, the man of the mountain, who'll be getting mountains, dealing damage, and eventually making it so the mountains deal damage. It's like a Valakut, but on an ult. Also, it's 4 damage instead of 3. This is going to be big red, and yes, my hand is a little slow to start, but having a card like Wary Zone Guard, I think, makes it worth it. On turn 2, I can set up Innkeeper's Talent. I have Wolverine's Regenerate. Pretty much all of the ways that red can kill Wolverine, I can stop with Regeneration. So if we play this on 3, it gets me to 5 mana, so I can have Wolverine and protect him. A young Pyromancer. Gonna get them some tokens as they sling spells. If they have a bolt right here, they'd be able to kill this before we get the counter. They did not. Awesome. And now I can protect it with this Tamiyo's Safekeeping, or I could just give it a little bit of ward. I think the ward's worth it. A 5/5 with ward 1 against a red, there are like 2 spells that they could use to kill this. Ooh, I got a funny fight spell. That lets me destroy treasures, right? Yeah, it does. All right, so I'll do this first, though. Where's Zone Guard? Going in. Ooh, I should have played Wolverine and given him the counter. So then he could get through this. That's all right. Destroy your treasure token. Yeah, if I'd put the counter on it from Innkeeper's Talent, that would have been much better, because then I would have had 2 counters on Wolverine here. And I'll sit here on my forest. Women acquired. Dire Prophecy. Let's just go Indestructible Hexproof. Stops an attack in. Easy peasy. And that's going to get me the win. GG, Koth. Krang, Utrom Warlord. This is the colorless Krang, which gives flying, indestructible, and haste, also trample, to all of your artifact creatures. And he's a giant creature himself, which means that they are going to be ramping in big colorless mana. Kind of like Ugin, but a different kind of game ender and one more mana. Well, I can destroy non-creature artifacts, and then I can destroy non-creature artifacts. I think turn 1, though, I just want to get another land. Get myself red mana. Oh, wastes. Ren 6. I don't have a land in the graveyard here, but I'll still plus. Submit 0. I don't want to play the Haywire Might out because they didn't show anything. Alright. I guess I'll just go for Wolverine. Keep plusing. Who knows? Maybe I'll want to retrace. Okay, we know they have Emrakul in the deck. Not an artifact, by the way. Oh, Cloud Key! Yeah, let me smash. Boop. It's colorless. I don't really feel I need to leave the regeneration up. Just keep going. One day they'll give me a worthy fight. Maybe. A Phial of Galadriel. And Arid Archway. Let's bring that back so they can surveil again. Mythweaver Pock. A mountain. Makes another mountain. And, I don't have anything to fight! Hit me with your best shot! We even have one. Just keep hitting for 4, sure. A Hedron Archive. Some nice big ramp there. They have 3 mana up. I can fight that. Oh, I don't have a fight spell anymore. I do. I do have a fight spell. Jarsel. Bushwhack. Hawk fights the mirror. Sorry, Wolverine, you don't get to fight here just because I want you to swing in this turn. I did have a fight spell. Ha 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 ha. Teehee. Next turn, Jarsel could bring back Hulk Smash. This poor Krang. You know, sometimes you don't play ramp on turn 1 or turn 2 in your artifact ramp deck. And that is a mistake. You got a mulligan, you gotta find it. Foundry Inspector discounts their artifacts. And Mightstone and Weakstone can kill Wolverine. Or Jarsel. Spirited Simulacrum gives them a second blocker. But I can take that out with Ren and 6, and then get even more damage off Wolverine. Or I could just throw something at their face. Go, Minsk and Boo. Throw Mythweaver Pock. Throw Mythweaver Pock. Go. Throw cat at face. Die. Grist, the Hunger Tide. Makes bugs and can sacrifice creatures to destroy creatures or planeswalkers. Which means that I'll need to have a way to protect Wolverine by, say, having his regeneration up, or I won't be able to get through here. Having hard-hitting question is great because it lets me hit Grist, but I don't have anything until turn 3, so I think it's just too slow. Same with this hand. A Haywire Might is better than nothing. Ansrag, Vibrance, this. I'll have to decide which of these I want to keep, because Grist comes out and does have 3 and goes 2/4 loyalty here. So I think I'm going to drop the Vibrance, since 3 damage doesn't kill it, but I could use this to kill something else. Here, have a little mighty might. It's a bug. You love bugs. You are bugs. My thoughts! Seized. I wonder which one you hit here. Lightning Bolt? Yeah. Would stop me from, or makes it so, like, I can't just get rid of that bug. Tyvar Stand. Okay. I need some form of protection. That's like 1 mana instead of 2 if I can have it. Bloodghast, a very easily sacrificable creature. It also notably cannot block. I'll just swing in with the Haywire Might. Ewit, so they can Thoughtseize again. My poor thoughts. I was thinking those. No more. In my deck, cracking the Misty Rainforest and getting Stomping Ground. Okay, 2 kind of similar spells for what I need to do here. I will play Wolverine. And pass. Guard, seize those thoughts. Hi. What do you take? The Mole, the Stand, or the Veil? Let's see if they get another land here. They went for Tyvar Stand because it's scalable. It can make for a huge, like, 1 hit on Wolverine that kills them. Insect. You gonna try to kill Wolverine? Please don't kill Wolverine. Okay, here's Grist. They could have, like, the free kill spell as well, the 4-life one. Okay, so they're going for this. And I don't think they would do this unless they had the backup, but let's see. And if they do, make them use it. That's the right snuff. Indeed. Snuffed. Ooh, okay, with the fetches. So I'm going to swing. Because I think they'll block. And I'm going to kill Grist. Unfortunately, if they get a land, they will be able to kill Ren and 6. Because, the land will get them Bloodghast. And it will let them replay Grist. Okay, so they did get a land, but they had to use a mana to get it first, so they're not doing that this turn. But they still get the bug! Ooh, if they shock in... I don't know. Nobody has 10 or less life. You've dealt a lot of damage to yourself. I didn't do that. That's not my... I didn't do this. Okay, so they could tap their Nurturing Peatland to give this haste to kill Red and 6. Yup. That does work. Oh, they're like, I'm not sure I want to do that. Are you sure you want to do that? Oh, Mr. Bones! They could also just like, yeah, I think you hit Eternal Witness and grab the snuff out here. How dastardly. Because that way, not only are you able to kill my commander, you can, you know, kill this Ren and 6 too. Ribbon Pappies. What's only an opponent having 10 or less life? What did I think it was a player? Yeah, Bloodghast is only if the opponent has it. And I don't even think they gotta worry about the snuff out because they have a Grist. Grist uses the Bloodghast and kills any target I have. Like they can take something big and mighty out of the graveyard. And eventually they might find another way to do counters. Yeah, they know that there's going to be haste stuff in my deck. I'll play Wolverine. He is going to get snuffed out. Or they'll use another kill spell. They might want to stop using life. I don't know. Grist. Bugging us. Ooh, lot of bugs. Landfall gets them a bug and a Bloodghast. The Mole Man! Okay, and then they snuff him out. Okay. All I gotta do is Pyrogoyf off the top. That ain't no Pyrogoyf. Mythweaver Pock. Good card. They'll have lethal next turn. Bug, bug, bug. Bugga, 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 bug. No, they're taking away the thing that's been hurting them here. And they can play that land again from the graveyard because they have Mole Man! Scrunch. Somebody asked if I was planning on building Mole Man as commander. Yes, but probably not right away. Because unfortunately, mono green landfall is very been there, done that. But it has extra, like, self-mill theming, so that's cool. Bing, bong, boom, bow. Down to 11. Aw, Nayeth, you're part of the Fight Club part of this deck. Unfortunately, you are also not going to do anything for me here. Katara, Waterbending Master. I run into this one person playing Katara so often. It's very frustrating seeing the same person on the same deck over and over. And I really hope that they fix up the queue a bit. So I don't have green on turn 1. I can't bring out the Hobbit here to try to do some counterspell prevention, but I could still play Shadow Spear. blue, a Mox Amber, and Hydroponics Architect. Bringing out the Hobbit. Passing a turn. So I was saying, is it time for an anti-Katara deck? I mean, if you go first, you have, like, a significant advantage. I did go first, which helps. But, like, an anti-Katara deck's not going to be very interesting, because you'll just not match into her. That's what happens every time I try a anti-blank commander deck. Let me see if I can get Wolverine to resolve. Can't be countered. Can still be bounced, can still have abilities removed. And as we do, I'll try to hit the Hydroponics Architect. Yeah, Katara Waterbending Master does not waterbend. She's just, a little bit of tempo. Okay, so they flash out Wan Chi Tong, giving me a bird, thank you, but countering the fight spell. I only have enough mana for, like, one of these. Go for Innkeeper's Talent. Yeah, they don't tend to destroy things. Like, Pongify is probably in their deck. Pay 2. Sure, I'll pay 2. Would you like to triple block? Yeah, it's like, you can add cards in like Spider-Punk. I have Squelcher already in this deck. I actually have Domri in this deck too, because he's part of the fight theme. We are running many of the anti-counterspell cards, but a lot of them just can't come out fast enough. Okay, so they're letting me kill a bunch of these. So we've got, I think, 2 and 1. Do I care about Wan Chi Tong more than this? I'm trying to think, like, am I searching my library at all? And the answer is no, I don't think I am. Like, I have fetch lands, and eventually I'll get to them, but I don't have them now. And for now, bird token will stand in the way. Go, my bird! I guess killing the Wan Chi Tong and Katara would have cut them off from the Mox Amber mana. That's the advantage there. Oh, a tail swipe. So I only have one green source here, like one actual green source. Let's see if I can get another Fanatic of Ronus. Borbs. I like the Borbs. My bird's better than their bird. Spell Snare. If I get to another green mana, I'll be able to bring that out of the graveyard. Give the bird a stick. They are removing the abilities of Shadow Spear. Cool. I'll swing in with my 3/3 bird. Caca! I have a fight spell here. Again, still stuck on green. Like, I could play this to try to get more. But while I think a spell is going to resolve, I'm going to kill Katara again. If I can stop them from gaining life, or sorry, from gaining card advantage, then that puts me in a really good spot. Good enough spot to win. No Wolverine necessary. Let's go! Clockmaker. Going to be making midnight clocks. And those midnight clocks will be ticking and ticking and ticking, and I will be throwing these back because I don't have anything early here. Okay, these are my fight spells. I need my ramp so I can get things out before Rusko. I guess I'll go for this Surveil before they can play anything, so they can't stifle it or anything. But I feel like, just in general, like, fight spells are going to be very, very weak to Dimir. Oh, by the way, Epic Fight, totally not necessary in this deck. It's here for flavor. Oh, it would have been so cool if I drew this in the fight against Hulk. Was that when I was recording or before? Oh, it was when I was recording. Okay, good. Wolverine! Do they kill Wolverine, play Risco, or do both? I really want to trigger Wolverine. Oh, you're gonna let me hold up my, my regenerate? Okay. That's cool. I should destroy that Cold Steel Heart. Oh, I can do it on their turn. I'll do it in their first main. Hold up one sec. Venser? Bouncing Wolverine? Okay. I'm destroying that. And I'm trying to decide if I want to trade these two. Or just let him be bounced. Because killing Venser means they can't, like, flicker Venser. Mox Amber. Mo mana, mo problems. Alright, at 5 mana, what are you getting out here? I'm going to play Wolverine! And they are gonna scorn him. If I had killed the Venser, they wouldn't have been able to do that. I also wouldn't have been able to play Wolverine because he would have cost more mana. Hello, I see you're still holding priority. Midnight Clock. So I was asking, why are we matching into Risco? Oh, easy answer. It's because we're playing in the midweek Magic queue, because the other queue has over a minute wait, and it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. All right, Mythweaver Pock. I want you to kill this man. Mythweaver Pock. Clean this guy's clock. Yeah, the people who, like, would play ranked Brawl, except their commander is banned there, are playing still in high quantities in the other queue. Because I know this because I have run into so many Ajani's. It doesn't matter what I play. I literally played the Wizard. Yeah, the Wizard as my commander and matched into Ajani. The Wizard! I don't think I can state how silly that is. It's the Wizard! He's a 4-mana 3/3. I think he has haste and first strike, and that's it. That's okay. My decks can take on a Risco. Especially if I'm able to, like, punch Shuldred. And it's not, like, a super scary version of Risco. Because the rest of the cards in the deck, pretty good. Danathan New Benalia's Light. I ran into one of these yesterday, I think. Danatha is going to be playing auras and equipments from their graveyard. I've got enough lands here. One of them is also a fight spell, but it's still a land. Surveil. Other Wolverine. I probably want to get more lands instead of Wolverine who punches a guy. I already have Wolverine who punches a guy right here. Man, we love Wolverine who can punch guys. Bedrock, thank you for the sub. A barbed spike gets them a 1/1. If they have removal, I think it will probably be exiling removal. Because of the colors of their deck. They probably also have Get Lost in the deck, but because of the like auras and equipment theme, I think they're more likely to have exiling removal. So I'll just play him out here. I don't need the regeneration up. Oh, cool. And now we can start doing the thing. Scythe Cat Cub. A land. Make him really chunky. And stomp on Danitha. And then swing in for 10. Maximum violence. You wish Wolverine had gotten a cute summer skin in Marvel Rivals. They gave a lot of the characters very cute outfits. Oh, Ancestral Mask. If I have enchantments, it also buffs up their creature. It says each. I guess I'll start by just swinging in. I'm trying to think if I had lethal off Xenagos. I don't think I did. Okay, yes, I have to assign lethal and then the rest goes through and gets doubled. And I think if they had a destroy effect, they're kind of stuck on lands. They would have already used it. So I'll play Kami of Whispered Hopes. Bonds of Faith. Wolverine is not a human, and thus he cannot attack. That's rough, buddy. All right, Goblin and Narcomancer. Xenagos. I'll swing for 6. Why is it showing his mana cost? Because it's showing the, like, the art of the card. There isn't like a version like this. Every version of this Wolverine is kind of weird, I think. Because one of them was from the secret layer and the other one was from the bonus sheet. Okay, cool. We still have lethal here. Iroh, Tea-Master, would like to trade, giving you a lovely gift in order to get some tokens and then buff those creatures up. Sheesh, can those tokens get big. Iroh is all about making it so your opponent has as many of your permanents as they can. And there are a couple negative cards that you can give them. I think the funniest one is probably, oh gosh, is it Molten Man? I'm trying to remember what he is. He's from the Spider-Man set. If your opponent has no mountains, it makes them sacrifice a land. I'm gonna double check the name. Yes, Molten Man Inferno Incarnate. Is Iroh better in Commander? Yeah, he's a lot more fun in Commander, but you can still do some really good stuff with him here. You can offer your opponent some delicious tea. Oh, Frogamid, thank you for the 21-month resub. Is it time for Iroh? Nope. Time for Krenko. You gonna give me Garblins or something? I kind of want to just use this fight here. So I think I will. I'm doing this in a main phase. And I'll set up the Innkeeper's talent for Wolverine next turn. Also, for Hexing Squelcher this turn. You're saying, ooh, but Amy, you could have gotten free goblins. I don't think I want green goblins. Being a Wolverine. I guess they would have been red goblins. No fleams. Caretaker's talent. Whenever they make a token, yeah, that'll work for Iroh. They'll get some card draw. I'm going to get a little bit of protection here. Do I feel like going for haste? Nah. I just want to use Pain for All so bad. Yeah, I made an Iroh deck. It was a little hard to get working in Brawl, but it does go. Looks like this person might have focused more on the tokens. We'll see what else they got. Glass Casket. Okay. They will have to pay 1 and ward 2. And I don't have any of my artifact destruction here, so I will free my Wolverine. Now they can give me the Glass Casket. That is something I did a lot of in the deck. You would, like, exile something and then give them the thing that it's exiled under. Like, for you! This garbage I found. Thank you. Wolverine, use that double damage. Getting down to 7. Come on. Oh, Bound in Gold doesn't exile him. So I'd still be able to Pain for All, it just wouldn't be as good. Wolverine, share your love with the opponents. And we burned him in the face. Monstrous Rage on this also would have worked. I think this is more fun. Looks like there are Spider-Men out here. Superior Spider-Man, Doc Ock and Spider-Man's Body, or Cavero for those of us who remember Omen Paths. It's not gone. It's not forgotten. It's not here right now. I don't have any graveyard hate in this deck. If you wanted to add some in, I really like that, like 2 mana 3/3 Trampling Raccoon. That thing packs a punch. That is definitely like one of the best Gruul pieces. And you can take out something that's, I don't know, generically good. I'm not doing landfall in this deck. This is just a good card. I guess I'll keep this since I have all my colors. And hopefully, yeah, you can even take out this. Like, the land stuff in this deck is just here because it is good and it works. Are you gonna counter my Bushwhack? Aggressive counter spells. Okay, I still have 2 more lands in hand. I just want red mana. They being petty. Yeah, cards that are good, and that's why they're here. I mean, it's as part of like the Gruul beater strategy. Hawk is pretty great. Anything that's going to help me be able to like play him again and keep up the abilities is gonna work out pretty well. All right, Spider-Man. Oh, great. Mystical Tutor. I love when they get to search for cards. Buried Alive. Oh my god. Arden and Ulamog. And third guy. I don't know. Grizzlebrand. Bringer. Tutors are a mistake. I have to find them. Gotta scroll. Yeah, that's the I would go for Ardent Ulamog in this situation. Looks like they went for Tutor Critter. Play your 4th land. Do it! The old demonic tutor for a land. I said the old demonic tutor for a land. Come on! Chop chop! Okay, I just need something that's at least a 4/4. I think Pock might resolve. Let's find out. Yeah, Wolverine also would have been big enough. I think some of you see if they get Superior Spider-Man out, I will be able to kill him before they get the trigger for the reanimation. Brain freeze. Okay, did you mill anything better? Oh, they got Bringer on one of those mills. Aw, sweet, man. Okay, no, so they're going for Arden, which is exactly what I wanted them to do because Amazonian used Tail Whip. It's super effective. Yeah, this deck is so funny because it's like 3 different decks in one. It is, it's a Scales deck, it's a Fight deck, and it's Gruul aggro. Spider-Man fainted. Yeah, he didn't like that. It's okay, they can do it again next turn. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Do I want to Monstrous Rage Pock? For just a little more damage. Well, I want to mill as much as I can, I think, is what I should do. Yeah, because that way, next turn, they did get a land. They'll be able to get Bringer. But their Bringer's just going to bring back, like, an Ulamog that doesn't see that much in exile. He'll still be big, but he won't have haste. And Kiora. And I'll be getting just as much stuff. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Wolverine is very fun, but he's definitely a bit of like an odd one out when it comes to Gruul commanders, since he's got Regenerate. We really don't see Regenerate very often, and that's part of what pushes this card to be one of the best there is. Do I think this is a hyper-competitive deck? Absolutely not. It's running fight spells, but if you trimmed a lot of those fight spells out and added more Gruul aggro and good stuff, then you could be cooking with something that has nothing to do with Wolverine, but is still really good. And this deck is still pretty good. I did a very good job with it. I played it in the midweek Magic queue, primarily so I would have more interesting matches, and it did pretty well there. Even in the matches where I had good back and forths, that Regenerate ability kept him alive and kept our opponents from being able to take him out while we did a little bit of Voltroning. I like any excuse, though, to get to run silly fight spells. This one actually did way better than I thought. Being able to do things like destroy Rusko's clock off of a fight is really sweet. Though I feel like this deck could probably use a little bit more enchantment removal. Who needs it? We have player removal, and player removal is the best removal that there is. If you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you think Wolverine is the best there is, well, then you're probably already happy that I made this deck. This was a user request. I had like 3 different people ask for Wolverine, but I'd still want to hear what you would like to see. Right now, I've had a lot of people suggest like just one card that maybe they'd like to see from this set, but because there are like 300 of them, I need to hear about more of them. So please tell me in the comments, what Brawl commanders do you want to see so I can start brewing? I'm thinking about maybe making like a Runaways deck. That could be fun. It has a Play from Exile sub-theme. Or maybe we could just go with a bit more beats and land destruction off Fin Fang Foom. There are so many different choices in this set. There's got to be something for everything. And we ran into that like Daredevil heroes. That could be cool. Or maybe we want the Daredevil that reflects damage. Maybe we want She-Hulk that reflects damage. Damage reflection's cool. Shucks, I can make 2 fight decks in a row. Why not? Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.